are the horoscopes for the week of the 8th to the 14th of March 2021. We have a very Piscean couple of weeks coming up with the Sun, Venus, Neptune and then the new moon all in the sign of Pisces. So Pisces can be boundless, limitless, but also not have clear distinction, which is the opposite sign, Virgo. So when the Sun comes to meet with Neptune and Venus there, then that piercing light can often burn away any illusions and delusions in the murky waters. So that would be with the Sun and Neptune, and then Venus coming along can bring our heart purification for us to be left with strong conviction and pure intention. So that's the general landscape of the week. Sun, Neptune and Venus all meeting together in Pisces before the new moon. Another main thing that's going on this week is we leave the Mercury retrograde shadow at the end of the week. So even more clarity coming through as we've had a long run of Mercury retrograde in its 3 phases, forwards, backwards and forwards again, in Aquarius, helping us change our mind and see clearly, have our own sovereign views, access critical thinking to find the truth. And we've learnt such a lot during this one, but this final phase now will reveal the finesse of a few more layers and the depth of the meaning. And I feel this is setting us up for 2021 because we're tuning in now to our authentic, unique expression, and many things in the outside world have been given to us in a twisted way, and now we're going to start to see a lot of truth come out as the illusions drop, and to have that flexibility of mind to be able to see through and clear to the core and change our perspectives as new information comes in. That's pretty much a major part of 2021. By Tuesday there's a feeling of a conflict being cleared as the misunderstanding behind it is revealed. As we clear our own energy body, we're actually taking responsibility for any shadow projections onto others. So wherever there's friction, we can bring it back into ourselves and say, well, what am I doing to take part in this, to create this? Am I projecting anything that's actually me and not to do with the other person? And that's the responsible part of Saturn in Aquarius. Take responsibility for your own actions, thoughts, feelings, and what you're transmitting on a frequency level. So a real sense of authenticity for the next 2.5 years with Saturn in Aquarius. By Wednesday, the Sun meets with Neptune, clearing those waters, shining bright light into the deepest of places, rinsing and bringing a sense of inner calm. This feels like an oasis or a fountain where we can rest and reset our inner compass and find peace and grace. By Thursday, I feel that we are coming out of the Saturn square Uranus, which has taught us some deep core strength, independence, and how to break free of external dependencies and beam from the centre of our true unique essence. So another Saturnian liberation feeling there on Thursday. Then we head into the dark moon in Pisces on Friday. Perfect opportunity to release once and for all anything that's of a lower frequency from the old emotional matrix. Can check in with our programming, let go of anything negative or outdated, and take back our power. Then at the weekend we have the new moon at 23 degrees Pisces at 10:20 a.m. UK time for anyone that's following along. And by following along I mean placing this new moon in your chart to see which house it's in and which planet it makes aspects to. I do teach working with the moon cycles. I can show you how to do this in a 1-hour session for this year and all years going forward in a simple technique if you're interested. So for this new moon in Pisces, 23 degrees, Venus and Neptune are together, as well as obviously the Sun and the Moon, as we're leaving Mercury retrograde shadow. So Venus is the earthly feminine and Neptune is the spiritual feminine. They're coming into beautiful alignment as the waters are cleansed and the vibration raised and the clarity coming in from the Mercury retrograde. Generally, all of these lovely aspects working together. Our mind should be now as sharp as a sword of truth, working to cut away illusion and make room for the heart to rule supreme. It's the general feeling of this with Mercury retrograde as the sword, the sharp sword of truth, and then Venus aligning with the divine Neptune to put the heart in the centre with a sense of grace and sovereignty and majesty. So now we can be guided by our purest intentions and receive with reverence. So as you can see there, this is a wonderfully, deeply healing week. We should get the rewards of some of the tougher aspects that we had through the month of Aquarius, with Saturn and Uranus in conflict, and Mercury retrograde, recalibrating the very neurons of our brain. So go deep, be peaceful, surrender and allow as all these Piscean energies wash over us and freshen the waters in time for the spring equinox. So if you would like to see where this is happening for you, the moon cycles or a chart reading, coaching or tuition, I am available one-to-one online, and sessions are 1 hour recorded MP3 so that you can listen back and get the deeper layers. I have a new series on YouTube, Transcending the Negative Mind, and our Pisces edition is up with myself and Julia Melville, giving you timely tips and tricks to how to actually work to get your mind to be the sharp sword of truth, to get it to work for you, not against you, and to be able to move into the heart space. So that's up on my playlist, Transcending the Negative Mind, on YouTube, Zoeastro, along with these videos. If you'd like to contact me to discuss a reading or a custom course or some coaching, please do zoehind7@gmail.com, and I post daily on Facebook at AstroZo and Instagram at zoehind7. So wishing you a wonderful, cleansing, rejuvenating week, letting go of even more density and rising up into our true frequency in such a gentle way if we just allow and relax into the moment. So those are the horoscopes this week, and I'll see you next week.